Hello, it's Q, and welcome back to my channel. So, I'm headed to the spiritual store because today is a new moon. It's a Friday. I want to get some stuff started, get that energy going before, the new calendar year begins. So, come along with me to the spiritual store. As soon as I get there, we're going to take a look around. Stay tuned. So very quickly, I've made it to the Juju store. Yes, I call it the Juju store. This is 5531 Roswell Road in Atlanta, and this is the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore. It's a house, but it's actually much larger in there than you think it is, and they have a little bit of everything for whatever your spiritual path is, or whatever types of items you may need for your ritual. So I'm keeping the camera right here because there are a lot of people in the parking lots, but just know that this is a very large parking lots, and it's one of the reasons why I come here as opposed to Crystal Blue and Little Five Points, because there's really no parking for businesses in Little Five Points. So very large parking lot here, and I moved the camera down because someone was coming out with a child, and we do not put minors on the internet. But yeah, lots of parking here, lots of supplies in here, and we are going to go inside and take a look around. So stay tuned. Phoenix and Dragon bookstore. Let's go. Okay, so this is the area. Lots and lots of books. Lots and lots of books. Spirit boards. Ooh, this looks nice. Oh, they have figural candles here, which is good. I may need to get some. Magic wand. Singing bowl. Okay, so I'm here in the tarot section of the bookstore, and I'm kind of quiet because there are a lot of people in here. But just know that if you need a tarot deck, or you just want to look at some tarot decks before you buy them, there are so many demo decks of popular tarot decks here in the store. This is a good place for you. All right. Okay, so like I said, or maybe I don't know if I mentioned it before, but there were so many people in the store that day, I really couldn't do the extensive recording that I wanted to, so I ended up taking some pictures. And this is one part of the tarot section. There's a large U-shaped section in this part of the store that's just wall to wall with tarot decks, okay? Wall to wall with tarot decks. And they are demo decks in which you can, you can open up the demo deck, look at the cards, see if the cards will fit you, okay? So do not be afraid to come to the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore to, check out some tarot decks, especially if you see one that's popular, that's raging. Don't be afraid to go there, see if they have it, to, hold it in your hands and take a look at it. Okay. So now we're moving on to the incense section of the store. The incense section, oh, excuse me, it's a good section. There are mostly the cheap $1 incenses there. The ones, like the ones from India and stuff like that. No shade to India, but you know what I'm talking about. The cheap ones, the sticks, the cones. When I go there to buy incense, there's a particular brand that I buy, and you'll see it coming up. The brand is called Fred Soul, and that brand, it's a handmade incense brand, and the incense sticks are actually dipped in the hard natural resin, and those incense sticks are made by hand, and they are definitely much more expensive than the $1 or $2 incense packs. And here's a picture of them right here. You notice them by the blue labels. And they don't really have like a wide selection because they're really staying with the natural resins, the natural items from the earth, natural fragrances, no synthetics. So whenever I do get stick incense, it's this brand. And I normally buy their Dragon's Blood resin incense sticks because they are really, really good. They have a good patchouli. They have a good frankincense as well. Now, normally I do stick with actual hard resins that I burn on charcoal, and you can get those here too. But if you're just in a pinch, you just need some incense really quickly for a ritual, don't be afraid to stop in this section. All right, so this is the herbal section where you can get loose herbs and ground up herbs, herbs that have been ground into powders. I usually keep a large stash of herbs that I buy from other workers or from companies that I know that are reputable. But if you are in the need really quickly for some quick herbs, you need some quick catnip, some rosebuds, sandalwood, different types of salts, things like eyebright, mistletoe, deer's tongue, going into a lot of different herbs. You can get some here. Just be sure to check the prices because a lot of times these are small packets. And although you really don't need a lot of herbs, I think that you can do better at getting herbs from someone like me, My Botanica, shameless plug, but also like Mountain Rose Herbs. Okay, that website. But yeah, if you just need something really quick in the pinch, you can't wait for shipping, you might find what you need here in the Phoenix and Dragon herb section. Okay, so right here, this is one of the main reasons why a lot of people come to the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore. This is a wall of crystals. I'm talking about every crystal you can think of. They are not only lined up colorfully in the colors of the rainbow, the Roy G. Biv, they're lined up like that. There's a book with information about the crystals. I'm talking about some of everything. Dalmatian crystals, rose quartz, clear quartz. They have the mercury stones. I can't think of what they're called. Like the rainbow quartz. I mean, some of everything. Citrine. Yeah, some of everything. Whatever crystal that you're looking for or stone that you need. The black stones for grounding and protection. The red stones. Whatever type of crystal that you need in various sizes. They have them in large sizes, small sizes. They have them in chips. If you just want to use them small chips, they have very large stones, small pieces, whatever. A lot of people come to Phoenix and Dragon bookstore to look at this crystal wall, to touch crystals, to learn about crystals. I mean, this is a very large feature wall. This is as quick of a picture that could be taken. And like I said, crystals from A to Z with lots of information about crystals. Now, the only thing is they're usually about $1 per crystal. And again, I don't know if these are sustainably harvested or not. I don't know where they get their crystals from. But if you need a crystal and you're not really, worried about where it comes from, you can get it here. I do advocate for sustainably harvested herbs and minerals from our earth, right? And another reason that people come to Phoenix and Dragon bookstore is the very large candle section. Now, you all know that I have done candle magic sessions 1, 2, and 3. Here at the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore, they do have chime candles, taper candles, household candles, jumbo candles, and the quote-unquote 7-day glass candles. Some of these candles are also scented. Like if you see the candles like kind of in the middle with the labels, those are like the scented candles made by some company. They're like intention candles. All of these candles here, besides those, are literally the unscented, unworked with candles. Okay, all the candle colors, including gray, silver, gold, all the rainbow colors. You can get whatever type of candle you need there. They are more expensive there. I suggest buying out candles at Atlanta Incense and Candle Company because this is where Phoenix and Dragon sources their candles from. And you can buy candles at Atlanta Incense and Candles Company wholesale. I buy wholesale candles from there because they're much cheaper than going to Phoenix and Dragon. But if you just want to go for the experience to Phoenix and Dragon, to look around in the store and look around at the candle section as well, feel free to go ahead. I started there myself many, many years ago when I started, planning my workings and, trying to figure out where I can get ritual supplies. Okay. And they do, again, if you don't want to wait for shipping from companies and things like that, do not be afraid to go here and get some. Like I said, I have patronized the store in the past, and you can get some stuff here. Just to know that it's not going to always be the cheapest option for candles because they have to make money too. All right, and this is almost the end of this video. This little section right here, which is near the front door, is what I call like the Native American smudging area, right? There's a lot of herb bundles, like, bundled up sage, bundled up cedar, things like that. There's some Native American books over in this section, like around the corner to the left of the glass section. A lot of Native American books. You can read about, history and things like that of various Native American peoples. Also in this section to the right of the chair, like directly across, there is an area for like singing bowls, sound bowls. So if you like singing bowls, sound bowls, that's fun too. You can definitely get them here at the store. But yeah, like I said, you can see the baskets here. You can kind of see how this area, I'm going to say it's kind of off to the corner. It's not as popular as the crystal section or the candle section. It is kind of thrown off to the corner. It's not the tarot section. It's not the crystal section. It's not the candle section. But if you do need some bundles of like sage, white sage, sandalwood. They used to have sandalwood braids there. I didn't see them anymore because I was going to get one myself, and you can use sandalwood braids and those things like that for a lot of cleansing and deep smudging for purification purposes. But I really didn't see any there. The braids. So I was a little sad about that when I went there. And the store has really changed so much since the last time I've been in there, which is pre beer virus. So a lot of stuff has changed around, but this section is still the same. Okay, and as you can see here, you can see the books there on the wall, and you can see the actual bundles of sage, cedar, things like that, for purification, for smudging. And we're getting to the end. Like I said, it was so packed in there that day. It must have been at least 100 people in the store this day. I didn't have a lot of time to really move around and spread out and take the pictures of things that I wanted to. But a lot of what I've showed you in this video are the most important sections, or the sections that people come to when they come to Phoenix and Dragon bookstore for their spiritual needs. But lastly, I'm just going to show you a little bit of the very, very small spiritual water section. There's some Kananga water, some Florida water, rose water, things like that. So as we are coming down to the end of this video, let me know if you have any questions about anything. Again, Phoenix and Dragon bookstore has been a staple in the Atlanta area since like the late 1980s. So if you're in the Atlanta area and need to physically pick up some things, want to put your hands on things before you buy them, Phoenix and Dragon bookstore is the place for you. All right. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you in the next one.